Okay, JD, what we're going to do today is we are going to write our very own story. Now we have a sample of a story here that we're going to look at, and that is right on this page. Can you read this for me? What does that say?
Bob is a bad tick. Bob the bad tick sits in the tin can.
Right. And so notice we're just using a few words here, JD. And so here's the words that we're going to use in our story. We're not going to use all the words we know yet. We're just going to use these words. We have words like dad, add, what's that word? Sad, adds, God, toss, odd. We have lots of words, don't we? Dog. We want to use as many of our new I words as we possibly can. We have words like in and bin,
And bit.
sits and sit. Okay, what could you say about a story like who can sit in a bin? Is the bad tick in a tin can? What would you say, JD? How could you make a story that talks about that? What would you say in your story?
I'd say that the peanuts.
Oh, we're not doing peanuts. We're only using these words here. We have bid, sit, tick, bat. Is there a tick doing something in your story?
Yes.
What's the tick doing? The tick is sitting. Where is he sitting? Sitting. Is he on an ant, a dog, a cat? Is he in the bin? I have to use some of these things. He's on the dog. The tick is.
How about
Ann. Okay, sitting. Is he sitting on Ann? Okay, he's sitting on Ann.
Ann's shoulder.
On Ann's shoulder. We're not going to use shoulder because that's a word we don't know how to write yet or read. So we're just going to use these words today, but we can use the word stand. Does Ann stand or does the tick stand?
Tick.
The tick stands. Does he stand on Bob?
That's the S.
Okay, stands.
On Bob.
On Bob. On Bob. Did he bite anybody?
What's
Did he bite?
doing?
What's Ann doing? The tick is sitting on Ann. The tick stands on Bob. Maybe Ann and Bob do something to the tick. What do they do? Ann and Bob did they bite the bad tick? Bit the bad tick? Ann and Bob hit the bad tick?
How are they?
Let's see, hit isn't one of our words, but I bet you could figure it out. Do you want to say they hit the bad tick? Okay, Ann and Bob hit the bad tick. Now, since hit is a sound we haven't covered yet in our book, I'm going to put a square around that one so you can remember that. I'm going to show you how to write these in your book, so you read them as I write them, okay? Maybe you can spell them for me too. The first word is what? The, right? And I make a capital T because it's the beginning of our story and our sentence too. So the tick. See how I make my T? Ick. Can you say it with me?
The tick.
What's that say?
Is.
Sit in on and. What kind of letter do I use on and? Do I use a little letter or do I use a capital letter?
Little.
A little? Oh, look over here on my story. Did I use a little letter or a capital?
Capital.
I used a capital. Why do I use a capital on and? Because it is a what?
End of a sentence.
No, not end of a sentence because it's someone's name. This is the beginning of someone's name. So we use capital A, N, N, and we spell the name with 2 N's. Okay? What's this for? What's that thing? What is that called? We call it a stop spot. It's also called a period. So we have a capital at the beginning of our sentence, and we have a period at the end of our sentence. Good. All right? What's that? Is that a capital T? Why?
Because it's the beginning of a sentence.
Right. The tick. Let's see if we can figure out this word. And what's that word?
Stands
on Bob. And what's this thing called again?
A period?
That's right. That's called a period. And I have a capital A on and because why?
That's the beginning of a sentence.
And beginning of a name too. Why is a capital on Bob?
Because it's the beginning of a name.
That's right. Beginning of a name. Ann and Bob. What's this sound like? Hit. I'll put an underline in that because it's not one we've learned before. Hit the bad tick. Good. Now you can read that again, can't you?
The tick is sitting on Ann. The tick stands on Bob. Ann and Bob hit the bad tick.
And what happened in your story here? Who's this?
Ann.
And who's that?
Bob.
And what's this?
The tick.
And what's Ann doing?
She's hitting the bad tick.
Good job.
What?
That's good.